at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. Mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, it's Coleman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
Here we go, here we go.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Garoppolo now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
21. Here we go.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play.
Here we go.
And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They come out here in the eye.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 49.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Let's go. Big series right here.
Mostert. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40. The 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, That's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Carson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Get the ball.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with his second touchdown here in this first half. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Wilson gets it to Gordon. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
Complete to Josh Gordon. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his third touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go first.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now it's Lockett. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Check, check. 154, 154. Here it comes.
They run it with Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
It's our field. 19. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Mike.
Let's go.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of, that's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
I got you, pop.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Easy.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. This is Coleman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. It's Coleman here. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They will run again with Coleman. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. Garoppolo now. It's caught by Sanders. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Here we go.
San Francisco.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the ball comes loose. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Here we go, here we go.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Garoppolo. Going underneath, it's Coleman. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They come out here in the eye. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
We got this. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game, the interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 54. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
One fluff.
Hey, turn it up.
Tight dog.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Safe. Check three.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the run.
Now it's Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Mike 5-4.
Friday.
Mike 54.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Check. Watch 54. Under 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Get him, boy.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. That one going to be complete to David Moore. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Wilson wants to throw it. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL